One of my favorite programs, Nearpod, has been busy with trying to come up with some really neat updates. And just last week, they released a game changer. That's what I want to talk with you about today. Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back for another video. If you are brand new here to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. My name is Danielle Rochford, and I am a grade 7 and 8 online teacher. I am also a Google certified trainer. Now in today's video, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the how-tos with Nearpod. I actually have another video that you can take a look at for that, where I demonstrate some of the different ways that I incorporate Nearpod into my classes, and I demonstrate how to create a Nearpod series of slides. And you can take a look at that. I'll link that up in the cards for you to take a look at if you need a little bit more of a background on Nearpod. But today I want to talk with you about something that Nearpod has just released, and that is interactive videos. To begin, we will log in to our Nearpod account. You will notice that there is now a video option under the different types of lessons that you can create. You can choose from a number of different pre-made video lessons in the video library. You can attach a video from YouTube, or you can upload your own video. For today's demonstration, I'm going to be attaching a YouTube video all about Google Classroom. Now, I already knew the exact link to the video I wanted to use, but if you don't know that, you can actually search for the topic. So for example, you could put in Google Classroom and search various YouTube videos about Google Classroom. Once you have selected your video, it's time to adjust some settings and add some activities. I'm going to give this assignment an appropriate title. And I do have the option of adding the subject and grade levels that it applies to. Once all that information is in, save and exit. We're going to hit play on the video until we get to a point where there is a question that we feel that we need to be asking the students. For those of you that are familiar with edpuzzle, it is a similar process to that. I know that in years past I have used edpuzzle before, but I've always found that to be a little bit glitchy and clunky, and it didn't always work well for me and my students. And so that's why I'm really appreciating that Nearpod has gone ahead and done this. So to add an activity, we're going to pause the video at the place where we want the activity to be added, and then go to the button, that blue button there that says Add Activity. We have the choice between an open-ended question or a multiple choice question. For this first one, why don't we add an open-ended question? We'll type in the question that we have in the space that's provided there. If this does happen to be a math question, there is a formula button there that you can use if you would like to. And once your question is typed out, you can then press save. Then you would continue going through your video, adding those activities along the way wherever you feel that there's a question or a check for understanding that you would like to do for your students. Once all of your activities are then in place, you'll hit the Save button. This will bring you back to the Nearpod dashboard, where you will have a number of different options for how you can share this interactive video with your students. The front of class option is for those teachers that are in a physical classroom. You're able to display your screen to the whole class, and you plan on working through the activities together as a class. The live participation option can be used in a physical classroom as well, but it can also be used in an online class where you are working through the activity at the same time as the students. In this one, each of your students can be logged in on their own device. This is a good option for those activities that you want the whole class working together on. You have the option for when the questions get displayed in front of the students. Now, the student-paced option, this is the option that I'm going to be using most often for these interactive videos, because what I'm able to do is I'm able to assign this task on Google Classroom for students to complete at their own pace. They decide when they log into the activity. They decide when they are going to be accessing it and completing it. So let's take a look at what this student-paced activity looks like. Students will start on the nearpod.com website and enter the code that you have given them. Then they will type in their name and click on Join Lesson. The video will load up for them, and then they will be able to play the video and watch through it. And as they're watching through that video, it will pause at each of those places where you have put a question. Before they can move on, they need to complete the question. Here we see an example of an open-ended question response. And so what the student would do is they would read the question, they would type in their answer, and then when they were finished, they would hit the submit button. Nearpod will confirm and make sure that they are positive that's their answer, and it will warn them that they aren't able to go back and edit once they submit it. The multiple choice questions are similar to the short answer, except that students will get immediate feedback on whether or not their answer is correct. We can take a look at student responses by going to the Nearpod teacher dashboard, clicking on reports, and then clicking on the specific assignment that you want to see how students performed. For interactive video assignments, it will bring you to the video where you will be able to click on those specific marks on the video that you created a question for. And at those places, when you click on it, it will display student responses and answers for you. Well, thank you everybody for joining me today. If you found value in the video, then I would really love it if you would like and subscribe to this channel, and make sure that you as well click on that notification bell to make sure that you get notified every single time that I upload new content. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I wish you well as you are preparing for this brand new upcoming school year.